All right, we're back and we're on day 11 now. Let's take a look at where we're at so far. So there are a couple things that I've been noticing that I want to fix. So, okay, we got this thing. We got units for player 1 and we got units for player 2 that are spawned in. And one thing I noticed, and I'm not sure exactly how it happened, is that the button is now lost. So let's figure out how to get that figured out. Oh, I think there's something wrong with my screen share. Oh no, it's fine. Okay, great. All right, there's all this Bible stuff. Great. So let me. So today is the 1st of December. All right. What are we trying to do today? I do want to check the volume here really quick. What are we trying to do today? Okay, my voice is pretty loud. I think it's good. So that's cool. All right. Okay, moving forward. So yeah, there's one minor issue. So if you use WASD, I want it to just go in relation to the game board. Like even if I'm looking like this, it should still go like that when I hit W. Oh man, something is getting me going. Okay, so WASD camera controls should always move along the game board axes, not the current orientation. Let's see what else I had. Yeah, we definitely want this. Oh, so we got that whole unit system, which is really cool. I can't wait to extend that. There's a lot of cool stuff that we can start doing. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening here. So let me check one thing. Okay, this one's really easy. Player 2 buildings and units should be oriented 180 degrees. Facing the opposite direction. I think it's on the x-axis. Or is it the z-axis? I always get confused about... I think it's actually no effect on the x or z axis. Okay. It's most definitely not the y-axis. I think if you rotate it 180 degrees against this axis, you'll get the same effect as rotating 180 degrees against that axis. So that's fine. Actually, I'm pretty sure that that is wrong because this is X, this is Y. We'll figure it out. It would be cool to, yeah, get the menu. So the menu sort of disappeared. I'm kind of confused about that. Let me take a look at that right now, actually. So if I were to go to the main canvas, there should still be a button under here, right? Where's the fucking button, dude? Oh, it's out there, but How come when I run the game, it's not visible? Does anybody know why that's happening? Okay, now it's showing up. Okay, maybe it's actually fine. It's really strange how that just happened. If I run it on my phone, which I have a slightly older build on my phone. Okay, I do see it on my phone. So that's pretty interesting. Can you guys hear that lawnmower thing? Let me see. Can you guys hear that lawnmower thing? Let me see. Hear that lawnmower thing? Let me see. Hear that? Yeah, you could definitely hear that. I really need to invest in these curtains as soon as possible. Luckily nobody watches me right now anyways, so a lot of time to make things better. Yeah, I really want to get some kind of artwork related to the game in my background. Yeah, I could put something over there. These two are super easy. Okay, so it looks like the button is there. I just somehow was zoomed in to a point where it was hidden. Don't really understand how that happened, but it happened. All right. I do want the button to allow us to spawn units. All right, let's just start with the easy ones. These first two should just be one shot from the AI, most likely. So let's go ahead and git status this. Okay, cool. Claude. We have Claude. All right. Go back, check that. Looks really simple. Alright, we do that. Now we go over here and we can see it continues to do that. Feels a bit awkward, but it definitely feels like the right thing. I think it's good. Oh, but it doesn't affect the joystick. They never zoom in the online or in the... Maybe if we go on Twitch, people People are definitely zooming on Twitch. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the Twitch thing open. Is there a way to hide the chat? There we go. Yeah, I'm not buying a Volkswagen or any Lunchables. I wonder what these kids are saying to each other. No, bro. Okay, bro. Okay, please just... Okay, so he's moving the camera. It's moving. Yeah, people aren't really like rotating and zooming all the time. It's kind of hard to find a template for how to think about these camera actions. I'm actually just going to undo that and move on without that. Oh wait, hold on, he's zooming. Let me move this away so I can just keep looking at that. But yeah, let's go ahead and undo that for now. I'm gonna free cam. Okay, Claude. Now, units belonging to player 2. I'm gonna remove the question. No, I'm gonna leave the question there. It should figure it out. Come on, Dillo, you can rotate it. Do a little zoom rotate. Okay, let's do that, and then we can do this one by hand, where if we go to the board manager, we can see there's a cathedral, and we're simply going to drop that, do that, drop that, do that. Okay, so now the board should appear symmetrical. Kind of like the vibe of keeping this thing open. It really helps me think about what I'm building towards. Oh, all right. So that's not it, but I really am thankful that the AI tried something, you know? Truly am thankful. Cool. So that's the wrong rotation. I mean, I could see that it was the Y, right? Let's try that. It's pretty amazing how the AI gets simple stuff wrong. Okay, well, I got it wrong myself, so that ain't it. Huh. This causes player 2 units to be upside down. Please fix. Oh shit. That is more like it. It's great. So yeah, so we can see that the cathedral is facing this way, right? It's just like this cathedral is facing that way. So we've got a symmetric board now. That's cool. All right, so back to our to-dos. So I'm kind of scrapping this for now. I'm not sure that that's actually what I want to consider. Now, I've been avoiding kind of the unit placement gig for a little while now, but I do think it's very important that I get to that. So let's see. There's an existing button, and the button does nothing. Under the main canvas, there exists a button at the same level as joystick background. Which currently does nothing. Refactor the button to allow the user to place a Holy Knight under their control. Player 1 as a unit on the game board. When they press the button, a Holy Knight should follow the cursor. Replace the cursor. When they should a translucent Holy Knight should replace the cursor. Appear solid and pinned to a 2x2, a 1x1, a single game board tile. The tile closest to the mouse cursor. When the cursor is over a tile. Finally, when they click on the tile, when it is in this state, and only the Holy Knight unit should be placed there and occupy that game board tile. This guy complains so much. He might be pretty good at the game, but he loves to cry. Realize that this logic only makes sense on desktop. Let's change the logic to only support. Okay, let's actually just start over. We need to think more critically about the requirements, right? So how does that look? Button under the, oh my god, main canvas, a button exists that currently does nothing. Update it to allow user to place Holy Night. The user should be able to tap on the button either using a mouse click or touch screen, and it should enter Holy Night placement mode. Then when they touch on an empty tile, it should place the knight there. All right. Occupying that tile. Under player 1's control, occupying that tile. Okay, select the board manager. So we need to make another scriptable object. So I think we just create unit Holy Night details. And then this needs a prefab, which is this thing, right? No, it's this thing. We need to make a Holy Night prefab, which we can make by dragging one here and then dragging it here and then deleting that. Getting kind of proficient at this stuff. And then we go back into board manager and it's gonna need Holy Night details, right? No, it's not a prefab. It's actually a scriptable object or whatever. It's this thing. And this thing needs the prefab. So now we go here, we put this over here. And then we go back here into this and we put this thing over here. Wild. Okay, we did that. Select the button. In the on-click event, add the board manager. It doesn't place the knight at the correct tile. So it does do something, which is cool. So if I click right now, it does nothing. And now let's say I click on that. Let's see. If I were to look down at it from above, it's always placing on the tile diagonal -1 and +1 x y. It printed All right. The guy is really too big. What if I make it 2? If I put a 0.5 scale factor on him, does it fuck him? I want him to get smaller. Okay. He is smaller with the scale factor applied. He's kind of fucking flying. So why don't we find him rather than fucking around? Let's go to this move thing. Okay. Okay, now let's click on him. So there he is. Try to get as close to him as we can. So we're gonna play this game again of trying to move him down to the ground. And center him on the tile. We're going to copy the position and we're going to back to where he was before as well. So this is his position. This was his original position, which is also relevant. And using these two numbers, we can reach some sort of setting. So we go back to board game, we go back to this guy. Like, if you look at the cathedral, it has these offsets, right? Oh, X, Y, and a Z offset. Holy Night currently has this offset. And we just need to apply another offset. So maybe we do 0.8. And then for the Y offset, we do 0.18. And then for the Z offset, we can do, we need to add 0.28, so it's negative 0.72. Let's see how it likes that. Okay, that's, I mean, it turns out I might not be very good at math. So let's go ahead and undo that. Why don't we just set this to 0, 0, 0, right? So if we run it at 0, 0, 0, all right, so we click here. We want to place him in the corner. He's out. Let's just, yeah, so let's just go. All right, and then we go. We're going to go inspect him again, right? All right, here he is. So he should be at 0, 0, right? If we look at the logs. So we're going to move him now manually to 0, 0. What if we type 0 here? And 0? Okay. What if we set Y to 0? Okay, so the Y value actually needs to be something like 0.5. Okay, so these seem like the relevant numbers. Somehow I think these numbers are important. I wonder if it's the same exact numbers every time. It certainly seems like this is an issue with every single thing we're producing. So I think it's probably just something I need to fix. Okay, well, that did not turn out how I thought it was going to turn out. Oh, it perfectly did. So he's there now, he's just flying. So we can click on him now and bring him back down to Earth. By subtracting, I guess, 0.535. Negative 0.535. So if we do negative 0.207, we should be there. Right? I don't know. No, 193 I think is actually right. We're gonna find out. So we place him. He's a little, oh no, he's right. I think he could be a little bit higher. Yeah, we'll just add a 0.1 on there. All right, so you can add these guys now. Cool. I'm gonna build this, put this on my phone, and go do my workout. Progress being had. How do I do the build? Right here. Is Xcode open? It's closed. Good. So I'm gonna do a quick build. We'll do it right here. We will replace it. Oh man. All right, so we're gonna click build. So click here, 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 here. com.jmather.boardgame. Now we run this. All right. It says build succeeded. It's pulling up on my phone. All right. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.